Ever wondered about the vibrant history of the twin island nation of Trinidad and Tobago? The tale of these Caribbean islands is a rich tapestry woven with threads of indigenous cultures, colonial powers, and a struggle for freedom and identity. Our journey begins thousands of years ago with the early indigenous inhabitants. The islands were first settled by Amerindians from South America, primarily the Arawaks and later the Caribs. These early settlers lived off the land, fishing in the azure waters and farming the fertile soil. In the year 1498, the island's history took a dramatic turn with the arrival of Christopher Columbus. Claiming the islands for Spain, Columbus set the stage for 3 centuries of Spanish rule. This era saw the introduction of African slaves, forever changing the cultural and social landscape of the islands, but the winds of change were blowing. By the late 18th century, the British had gained control of Trinidad and Tobago, marking the start of a new colonial era. The British brought with them a wave of immigrants, including Indians, Chinese, and Europeans, further diversifying the island's population. The abolition of slavery in the early 19th century was a pivotal moment in the island's history. Freed slaves established their own communities, cultivating a unique Afro-Trinidadian culture rich in music, dance, and cuisine. Meanwhile, indentured laborers from India continued to arrive, shaping the island's cultural fabric with their traditions and customs. The 20th century brought with it the fight for independence. Amidst growing nationalism and political activism, Trinidad and Tobago finally gained independence from Britain in 1962. This momentous event marked the birth of a new nation, proudly standing on the world stage with a unique blend of cultures, traditions, and identities. That's how the journey of Trinidad and Tobago began, but the story doesn't end there. The islands continue to evolve, their history unfolding with each passing day. Each chapter of their past has left an indelible mark, shaping the vibrant, diverse nation we see today. What happens when diverse cultures blend together? You get the rich cultural tapestry of Trinidad and Tobago. At the heart of this tapestry is a fusion of African, Indian, Chinese, and European influences, an amalgamation that has resulted in a unique cultural identity. This fusion is not merely an abstract concept, but a tangible reality that manifests itself in various ways. Perhaps the most vibrant expression of this cultural blend is the Trinidad Carnival, a festival that predates even the island's independence. Rooted in the traditions of French plantation owners, the carnival has evolved over the years to incorporate elements from a wide range of cultures. Today, it's a kaleidoscope of colors, rhythms, and flavors, a spectacle of creativity where the island's African and Indian influences come to the fore. The pulsating beats of soca music, the dazzling spectacle of moss bands with their elaborate costumes, and the intoxicating aroma of street food all come together in a heady celebration of life and diversity. Yet the cultural richness of Trinidad and Tobago is not confined to the carnival. Emancipation Day, celebrated on the 1st of August, is another key cultural event. It marks the end of slavery in the British Empire in 1834, a pivotal moment in the island's history. The day is commemorated with a wide array of events, from religious ceremonies to music and dance performances, all honoring the African heritage that forms a significant part of the country's identity. Similarly, the Indian influence is evident in the celebration of Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. This holiday, celebrated with great enthusiasm, is a testament to the enduring presence of the Indian community in Trinidad and Tobago. Chinese New Year and St. Patrick's Day, though less widespread, also find a place in the country's cultural calendar, reflecting the Chinese and European influences respectively. Through these cultural celebrations, the spirit of Trinidad and Tobago truly comes alive, not as a jumble of different cultures, but as a harmonious blend that respects each component while creating something new and beautiful. This isn't just a melting pot, it's a symphony of cultures playing a tune that's uniquely Trinidadian and Tobagonian. Ready to take a culinary tour of Trinidad and Tobago? Dive into the island's mouth-watering cuisine, a flavorful fusion of cultures that ignites the senses and leaves you craving more. No culinary journey here is complete without sampling the famous roti, a delicious flatbread filled with curried meats and vegetables, a testament to the Indian influence on the local cuisine. Then there's the doubles, a popular street food snack. This culinary delight is a combination of curried chickpeas sandwiched between two pieces of fried bread, topped with a variety of spicy chutneys. An early morning staple, doubles as the ultimate breakfast on the go. Don't forget to try kalaloo, a hearty stew made from dasheen leaves, okra, coconut milk, and often crab or pigtail, reflecting the African influence. And for beachside dining, nothing beats bacon shark, a well-seasoned shark fillet sandwiched in fried bread. One bite and you'll understand why Trinidad and Tobago is a food lover's paradise. What if we told you Trinidad and Tobago is not just about the beaches? This twin island nation is a treasure trove of natural wonders, each more awe-inspiring than the last. Venture into the lush rainforests where a symphony of birdsong accompanies you and exotic creatures lurk behind the leafy veil. Here you'll find the Asa Wright Nature Center, a sanctuary for over 200 species of birds, mammals, and reptiles. Now let's head to Maracas Beach, a pristine paradise that's more than just sun, sand, and sea. Then there's the Caroni Bird Sanctuary, a haven for the scarlet ibis, the national bird, painting the sky red at dusk. Over on Tobago, the Buku Reef and Nylon Pool enchant with their underwater wonders. But it's not all about the water. The Pitch Lake, the world's largest natural deposit of asphalt, is a marvel of its own. The breathtaking natural beauty of Trinidad and Tobago is truly unmatched. Did you know Trinidad and Tobago is the birthplace of steel pan, one of the few musical instruments invented in the 20th century? This tiny Caribbean nation has an incredibly rich musical heritage, with rhythms that pulse through every aspect of life and songs that tell the stories of its people. In Trinidad and Tobago, music is more than entertainment. It's a way of life, a form of expression, and a source of national pride. The islands are home to a variety of musical genres, each with its own unique flavor and history. Calypso, for instance, is the heart and soul of Trinidad and Tobago's music scene. Originating from the West African tradition of storytelling through song, Calypso became a platform for social and political commentary, with its witty lyrics and catchy rhythms. It's an integral part of the annual carnival celebrations, where Calypsonians compete in tents for the coveted Calypso Monarch title. Soca music, a high-energy offshoot of Calypso, was born in the 70s. Its infectious beats and feel-good vibes make it the soundtrack of Carnival, driving the vibrant street parties and colorful parades that Trinidad and Tobago are famous for. Then there's the steel pan, a unique instrument made from an oil drum. It's a symbol of innovation and resilience created by the Afro-Trinidadian community during a time when traditional African drums were banned. Today, steel pan ensembles, known as steel bands, are a highlight of Carnival, their harmonious melodies resonating through the streets. And let's not forget chutney music, a fusion of Indian folk melodies, Bollywood tunes, and local influences. It's an expression of the Indo-Trinidadian community's heritage, often featuring lyrics in Hindi, English, and local dialects. In Trinidad and Tobago, music is woven into the fabric of society, from the school curriculum to community events, and from local bars to the grandest stage of Carnival. It's a testament to the island's diverse cultural influences, their historical struggles and triumphs, and their enduring spirit of unity and celebration. In Trinidad and Tobago, life is a rhythm and everyone dances to it. Let's time travel to the past with the historical landmarks of Trinidad and Tobago. Our first stop is Fort George, a sentinel from the past perched atop a hill overlooking the capital city of Port of Spain. Built in the 18th century by the British as a defensive outpost, Fort George offers a panoramic view of the city, the Gulf of Paria, and on clear days, even the neighboring Venezuela. Its cannons, ramparts, and signal station whisper tales of colonial times, battles fought, and lives lived. Next, we find ourselves amidst the grandeur of the Magnificent Seven, a row of imposing colonial-era mansions lining the Queen's Park Savannah. Each mansion, with its unique architectural style, narrates a different chapter of Trinidad and Tobago's history. From the French provincial-style Queen's Royal College to the Scottish baronial-style Stolmeyer's Castle, these buildings are a testament to the diverse influences that have shaped the islands. As we venture further, we stumble upon the Pitch Lake, a natural wonder with a historical twist. It's the world's largest natural deposit of asphalt, spanning a vast 100 acres. But more than its size, it's the lake's role in human history that fascinates. The Amerindians used its asphalt for their canoes, Sir Walter Raleigh used it to caulk his ship, and it even paved the streets of cities around the world. And let's not forget the numerous churches, temples, and mosques that dot the islands. Each one, whether it's the Holy Trinity Cathedral with its Gothic Revival design, the intricately decorated Dattatreya Yoga Center, or the striking Jama Masjid, tells a story of the diverse communities that have found a home in Trinidad and Tobago. These landmarks stand as silent witnesses to the fascinating history of Trinidad and Tobago.